pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. T.J. Hockenson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Willis. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans. Now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson down to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again on second down. Willis throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Cowboy 18, pioneer.
Willis to throw once more. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Purdy. He gets this to Davante Adams. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Ready.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Willis on third and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second and 12, Purdy. And that's complete to Adams. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Purdy off the play fake.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught at the 10.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Purdy now to throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis
throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he has got it.
From 55 yards away.
Hey, bro, you thought you was going to get fucked up like this at halftime?
Very one-sided beginning to this one.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan
I feel you. I just be playing plays too, bro. I feel you. It's ugly out here. Just had to let you know. This is what it is now. Glad you recognize.
He's going to get the ball to his 32nd.
Trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
It's cool, bro. We're going to be going next year, too, and I'm going to do the same shit next year, bro. It's all cool. It's all cool. Your team going to get better. Trust me, your team going to get better.
They face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Third down, it's Willis. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
19 tight. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. And it's a Titans touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Willis will try and throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Cornelius St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Purdy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second down and a run by Robinson. And so, there he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brian Robinson Jr., his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis now off play action. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion. and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Robinson on a give right side.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the...
Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
Come back to the
And
ball.
the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, check it.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. From the 41, Purdy. He hits Adams complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Robinson up the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
This is caught inside the 15. The ball comes out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Willis to try and throw for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.